Hey everybody, HomeSliceHenry here, and today's video, I'll be honest, is a special one for me because it features my absolute favorite boy, SHUCKLE. SHUCKLE is besides being the best Pokemon, is very defense weighted, has almost no attack, so its max CP at level 40 is 405 CP, or if you best buddy it, like I did, it's 410 CP with the best buddy boost. SHUCKLE, I don't know, I've just always liked him, and lately with me really getting into Go Battle League, I've been obsessed with trying to win a game with SHUCKLE. Judging by its really low combat power, it's not going to be easy, but I figured the Great League was probably going to be my best bet, so I went to PvP and I ended up doing a lot of research trying to figure out which team compositions would work well with it. Honestly, it just doesn't do very well, but I figured there's a team composition going around, the quote-unquote Grasshold team, where it features a rock Pokemon up front, typically Bastiodon, then 2 Razor Leafers in back. I figured that was probably going to be my best bet, and so I was like, hey, you know what? Season's coming to a close. Let's give it a try. To test out this theory, first I did want to try it in a battle, not necessarily in the Go Battle League, but just against someone in my community. So I was battling on stream against Raghav Chopper 329, who's a member of the community. And by the way, if you are interested in battling against me, definitely stop by the live streams. I stream here on YouTube Tuesdays and Thursdays at 6 p.m. Central, and Saturdays and Sundays at 10 a.m. Central. So if you want to battle, or just hang out, feel free to stop on by. It's a good time. So without further ado, let's hop into the battles and we'll see how the best boy does. Alright, so we're hopping into the battle. As I mentioned, this is not in the Open Great League. This is just against a member of the community, leading SHUCKLE into Alolan Ninetales. And this is probably where I want to use SHUCKLE, just because Alolan Ninetales, depending on the fast move of its carrying Powder Snow, would not be a good matchup for those in back, although it looks like this one is running Charm. And this was when I only had the one charge move on SHUCKLE. I will say that I have since double moved it because, well, it's SHUCKLE. What are you going to do? I go for the Stone Edge here and we get a shield. That's perfect. SHUCKLE is very, very defense weighted, so the fact that I'm able to get any shields makes me really, really happy. That Ninetales is building up a ton of energy. Unfortunately, I just can't get to the Stone Edge, which hurts. I'm going to let this go. SHUCKLE already did its job, and now I turn it over to the grasses. And I'm going to come in with my Shadow Victory Bell. Shadow Victory Bell is doing a ton of damage to the Ninetales, and he actually switches out into his Primeape, which is super squishy, so we're able to farm the Primeape all the way down, even though it did a decent amount of damage to us. And what's coming in here but a Skarmory? Oh no. At this point I'm like, the dream's dead. There's no way we pull this off. But I go for the Acid Spray. Land the Acid Spray, so his defense is lowered by 2 stages, so even though our Razor Leafs are double resisted, we are able to do more damage. Now it's time for Blossom to put in a ton of work here. I'm going to need Blossom to hard carry, and I'm going to need some luck on my side. He goes for a charge move. I shield it up here. And it's a Brave Bird. Oh my goodness. His defense is lowered. We have a chance. We get to the Leaf Blade, and this should be pressuring that final shield from my opponent here. We do get the final shield, and now we have play. We're just going to need to farm down the Skarmory since its defense is 4 stages debuffed. We're able to farm it down. Oh man. We get to the Leaf Blade on the Ninetales. Now we're needing this to KO. Come on, please, 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 please. And it KOs. So we win a game with SHUCKLE. Oh my goodness, what a rush. Although, I will say, that shows me that it's possible. It's possible to win with SHUCKLE. However, since at this point I wasn't yet ranked 10, I wasn't going to risk it by going into a game with SHUCKLE. However, fate had other plans for me. As it turns out, that battle that I had done was the very last battle of the stream. And I was already done with my sets for the day. So the next morning when I loaded up to do sets, Shuckle was still in my lineup, and I wasn't paying attention. I was on autopilot, so I accidentally loaded into a game with Shuckle, and I realized right away, I'm like, oh no. And then, so I lead Shuckle into his Abomasnow, which is actually a decent matchup since we are doing super effective damage. And then he safe swaps into a Purified Sableye. So I come in with my Shadow Victory Bell, and I am able to farm it down. And here's where I realize I have a chance to win this, so I turn on the recording. And so we pick up with my Victory Bell against his Abomasnow. I am down a shield from when I had to shield against the Purified Sableye. I do go for the Acid Spray here, and we do get a shield, which is huge. Charge move coming through from the Abomasnow. I'm going to let this go because I realize I'm going to need that shield later. And so that Weather Ball is going to be taking out the Victory Bell, but it did its job. I come in with the Shuckle, and we are going for the Stone Edge, trying to do some big damage here. So we are going for the Stone Edge on the Abomasnow. We get a shield with Shuckle. He switches out into Stunfisk, and we counter swap with Blossom. And Blossom honestly walls Stunfisk pretty well because all of its charge moves, Mud Bomb and Discharge, are going to be resisted. So that ends up working out pretty well for us. Goes for Discharge, it is going to be resisted. And at this point, he has no more shields left, so I'm realizing that we need to farm this down all the way. So I'm going to let this go. I'm going to let him hit me with whatever charge moves he can, but I'm going to try and farm this down. He goes for a Discharge, again, not very effective. And I am desperately trying to farm this down, and we are just able to farm him down. We have a ton of energy coming in for this Abomasnow. We are going for the Leaf Blade. Even though this is going to be heavily resisted, it will still do a nice chunk on the Abomasnow, which is pretty glassy. It does. We've just got to get to this last Leaf Blade here. We get to it. We lose CMP to the Abomasnow, but it's low enough where we should be able to shield, get to the Leaf Blade, and I'm hoping, I'm praying that's enough. We get to the Leaf Blade on Blossom. Leaf Blade coming through. Come on, please. And the Leaf Blade KOs the Abomasnow, and we win the game. And as you can see, I kept the recording going. So you can see that when I click X here, it shows that this was in the Open Great League, and this was at the end of Season 3, so this was in the 2800 ELO range when this happened. So don't let your memes be dreams, kids. You can win a game with Shuckle. Well, at this point, I should honestly retire from YouTube. I'm never going to make a better video than winning with Shuckle in Great League. But anyways, while I'm here, while I have you guys here, I did want to announce that in exciting news, we are now taking battle submissions for the first time ever. If you guys have an interesting set, whether it's using just a really spicy pick, a new Pokemon, or just a team or you're really proud of, or hey, maybe you thought you played well, we are now accepting submissions. So if you do want to submit battles, definitely reach out to me by email, which is HomeSliceHenry@gmail.com, or just join our Discord and hit me up that way as well, and I'll give you some more information about sharing battles. Anyways, I'm really excited to see battles that you, the community, have been doing and to feature those on my channel as well. Anyways, thank you guys so much for watching. I definitely appreciate it, and I'll see you in the next one.